Yeah.
One and only official Okokobioko. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm all right. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for joining this comedy skit journey. And I must be very honest that you are the first person, to be part of this series. And that is highly, highly encouraging for us and indeed, very, very great. So, number one, I am very, very excited, you
Sure.
know, and I must put out a disclaimer also of some form of disclosure to say I am on the opposite side of your career. And what that means is that I cannot tell a joke to save my life.
Don't
You
worry.
know,
When a gun is pointed on your forehead, you crack a joke. It's a different feeling altogether.
is it? So I'm a business person and I am the convener of this Comedy Skit Awards. We created the Comedy Skit Awards platform to be able to recognize the hard work that you guys put into your content, because I watch a lot of comedy skits, and I enjoy the lessons and some of the messages that you guys portray, in your skit. And I am a strong believer that you guys deserve recognition for the hard work and the creativity that you put out there. So I guess that puts that serious part of the discussion out of the way.
Okay.
Let's see, how do we begin? Let's start with you. One interesting thing that I think we should start with is you are a Nigerian born Ghanaian comedian.
Okay. I think let me make it clear.
Okay.
I'm 50-50. I'm Nigerian and I'm Ghanaian. Cause
Th-
but basically I'm Ghanaian though, because my dad is Ghanaian and my mom is Nigerian.
I see.
Yes. But I
And
was born and brought up in Nigeria. I
aha,
was
that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. And that is what many might not know about you. I believe some of your fans already know that because even on your Instagram profile, it shows, on the icon where you put the two
both
flags,
flags. Yeah.
Nigeria, yeah, Nigeria and Ghana, that is. So let's start from the beginning because as the title says or reads, my comedy skit journey.
Yeah.
So we want to start from the beginning and then get to know how you got into comedy skit.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. So
So
basically,
yeah.
my profession basically is event MCing. I'm a professional event MC. I do lots of weddings. I don't know if you've noticed, most of my wedding videos have gone viral on TikTok. I have a video that has over 23 million views. I have another one with about 9 million views. So that has been my profession for some years now. But I had always known that I was good with comedy skits and I was good with acting because at some point, the whole church drama thing, I could write scripts for church, I could direct, and I could act. And I was doing it, and the church was enjoying it. So I
Mm.
think what made me go into comedy skits, because then I was doing just stand-up comedy and event emceeing. I also do
Yeah.
stand-up comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
at some
sorry.
point,
Let's start from the right beginning, from where you were born in Nigeria. I want, if you don't mind, I want people
yo,
to get to know you, your experience when you're growing up and all
okay.
of that. So if, because I've also seen that you attended Festac
Western
Town
Grammar
Grammar
School.
School,
Yeah, you really did
so
your research.
take us through all those days.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, I grew up in Lagos.
Yeah.
At Boju, to be precise. I don't know if you've heard of. Are you located? Are you residing in Lagos?
No. I'm connecting with you from Johannesburg in South Africa. I'm in
Okay.
Nigeria, but I live in South Africa. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So I
Carry
was
on.
born in Lagos.
Where
Yeah, Agboju Amowo. Agboju
my
Amowo.
grandfather's house is.
Wow, I
Woo!
might even know your grandfather.
That's where my grandfather's house
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Wow.
So I was born there and attended primary school, Jacob Montessori, one of the private primary schools there.
Yeah.
From there, I think I moved to Hope Bay College at Maza Maza. Then from there, I moved to Festac Grammar School, which is a government school. All those while, I was basically a dancer. Then I was really good with dancing. I thought I was going to be a dancer though, because I was going for dance competitions with my friends, my classmates, and all that. Then after that, you write WAEC. Then I was about to write JAM. Then I came over to Ghana. That was the first time I visited Ghana with my dad, my whole family. So my granddad insisted that I should stay here because of the whole first to enter the university in Nigeria where you have to write JAM,
Yes.
stuff. Yeah, so I was told that with just WASI or WAEC, with that you can go straight to school. I was like, okay, why not? So I decided to stay here. I wrote the WASI and I gained admission into school. So level 100, level 200, I was still the academic type, still pursuing academic.
What did you study?
I did information technology.
You are an IT person.
Yes, I did information technology.
No, do you think any of your fans know that?
Oh, most of my classmates are following me, so I'm sure they do know that.
Please carry on.
Yeah, so I think in my level 300, that was when I discovered that I always knew that there was comedy in me because my family has it. Like my mom is from Warri. My mom is very funny. My dad too is funny. My siblings are funny.
Shout out to Warri. Shout out to Warri people.
Yes, I tell you. So I've always known that I was funny because my friends I could be with them, make them laugh all day and all that. So at some point I was like, I've been watching the likes of Basket Mouth, Bovi. Like Bovi is my favorite, all-time favorite. Akporo, Godons, like all the big names, all the Nigerian comedians.
Yes.
I watch them over and over. Ali Baba, watch them over and over and over again. So those days I was even cracking their jokes to Ghanaians here and they felt like, oh, this guy is funny. So at some point I decided, okay, why don't I try being a stand-up comedian? So that was when I decided to do stand-up comedy. I tried it on campus for the first time and it went bad. It was terrible.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was terrible because then
I can imagine.
I did not realize that there's a big difference between making one person laugh and making a crowd laugh.
It's like singing in the shower and then in a record artist.
I'm telling you. So at that point, I climbed on the stage. They invited me. It was actually a musical concert on campus. It was a big one. People were not even seated. You know, comedy is not for every crowd. Comedy is basically for people that are ready to laugh.
That's true.
They invited me. I climbed on the stage. They turned off the music and they said, oh, there's a comedian coming to perform. The people were not even happy to see a comedian because they just wanted to dance and vibe to the whole song. So when I came, I climbed the stage. I was trying to crack my joke. Some Nigerian Student Association just gathered at one place. Any joke I cracked, they'll be replying me. When I say, oh, he get one man, they'll say, which man? Where the man they go? At some point, I was so frustrated and I was like, should I leave? They said, yes, leave. Ooh, leave. Okay. Wow. I dropped the mic and I left. And I went to sit somewhere behind the school and I was just thinking about the whole thing. Am I really sure this comedy thing is for me?
Maybe you should go back to your dancing.
Yes. Like, am I really sure this comedy is for me? Then a certain guy walked up to me and he was like, oh, you did well. I know I didn't do well. And you're telling me I did well. So I just left the whole thing. I came back to Nigeria for holidays. Then I decided, I was like, okay, I think I have the talent, but I need the understanding. I need to get the knowledge about the craft. Yeah. So I started reading books on comedy. There are lots of books, comedy writing secrets, comedy Bible. I read books. They made me. I watched movies. I watched them time. I watched stand-up performances, and I was very particular about how they start, about how they age. So I understood that there are certain things you need to know as a comedian. It's not just about
your punchlines and all of that.
All those stuff, how to write jokes, how to start a joke, how to engage your crowd and all that.
The storytelling part of it and all of those things.
Stuff. So at that point, the first time I performed with a name that they killed. Then I started with MC Boniface. That was the name I was answering then. But after that day, I said I would never answer that name again.
Why?
So after the whole,
why?
Because I felt so, after some point, I felt that I needed a new name. I needed to rebrand. I needed a name that when I mention the name alone, it keeps people ready to want to listen to me. Then that was when I came up with the name Okokobioko.
Wow.
Yes, I came up. It was in Nigeria that I came up with that name. Then I came back to school. When I came back to school, I was like, okay, now I've learned some few things. I need to relaunch myself, but I need to start with a lesser crowd. You don't just go, when you're beginning, you don't just go stand in front of 1,000 people. Yeah, there's first stage fright. You need to start from small, then you keep growing, and you become better.
Yeah.
So I channeled my energy. I started doing drama at church. I was acting at church gradually. The church people started liking me. Then one day I said I wanted to do stand-up comedy. And they said, okay. Then I tried it. And when after my performance, like the pastor sat on the floor and he was laughing. That was when I said, okay, I think I am ready for stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
From there, I started doing stand-up. Then at some point, I was like, okay, let me try event emceeing. I started emceeing. It was going well. Then I said, okay, then let me just turn it into my profession.
Yeah.
So far, it's been good. It's been amazing. Then fast forward to comedy skits.
No, before we fast forward to comedy skits, I've got a few questions, and thank you for taking us through those journey and all of that. For your fans to even know some of the things that you have done. So I saw that you once worked for Vodafone in Ghana. Is that true?
Yeah.
Was that after your university? Oh, but because you study IT. Oh, okay. Yes, tell us about it.
That was way before. Then I was still writing my WASI, my exam here. So when I was done writing, I decided to do some part-time job. I worked there for about 6 to 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
and I also worked in Nigeria.
Okay.
At a place called Pro Mantra Global Limited.
Yes.
NCA Economy Today. I did a little bit of journalism there. That was during my vacation when I was in school. Yeah. Anytime I go to Nigeria on vacation, then I go there to work. So I think it was a very interesting time because I had the opportunity to meet a few people. I traveled to Afe Babalola University. I met the Vice Chancellor. I went to their school, Landmark University.
Yeah.
Interview Oyedepo and the rest of them. Yeah, so that was before comedy even started.
Interesting. So you were at the university, yeah. And then your career kicked off. Is it true that you used to do drama at church?
Oh, of course.
That's true.
Yes.
And does that have any connection with your career today? Meaning, yes.
Of course, it does. I think that was what helped shaping me today. Because those days, my pastor could call me anytime. He could just call me in the morning and tell me that prepare something to do this evening.
Yeah.
At that moment, I have to start thinking. And you see, doing comedy in a church kind of setting is very difficult because you are restricted to
certain content.
Not every content you can do. You get. So I think that was one of the reasons why when I wanted to really go into it, I decided to like leave church people to do their cause. I don't want anybody to come say, hey, you are climbing the altar and you are doing this. Nah, because so I think it had a great impact in my career now, because it helped shaping my writing skills, because I write most of all my skits. So,
I was actually going to go there. But we'll get to that one. But I just I want to ask you very quickly. You seem like a multi-talented. And what I mean by that is, I've seen your videos. I see that you can dance. And you mentioned it earlier that you thought you were going to be a professional dancer.
Yeah.
I also noticed that you can sing, you know, in one of your videos that you did at your stand-up comedy that you did at Ghana National Theatre, I would believe.
Okay.
You sang some
good joke. My sisters are the singers.
Pardon?
I said my sisters. I have sisters that sing, so I think I left the singing for them. Not professionally. They do church singing for now.
Oh, okay. So I've noticed that you're multi-talented. You can dance, you can sing, you are a great stand-up comedian. Your emceeing, you know, event emceeing is, you know, off the charts. And then comedy skit. So in all of these talents, which one is your favorite?
Okay. I think all, because I enjoy doing everything. When I'm emceeing, I enjoy music a lot. I love music. Like, I dance every single day. When I can't go out without my earpiece. Like, sometimes I can be walking on the road and I dance, then I realize people are looking at me, then I would coordinate, like arrange myself. So emceeing is I think it's just, I'm passionate about all of it. I love to see, I love to act the comedy part, comedy skits, and I also love to do stand-up comedy, because I think they are intertwined. They're kind of connected.
Interesting. And the next question is, where did the name Viral MC, and also Content Genius, where did those names come from?
So for the Viral MC, I think the last 10 weddings that I've MC'd has gone viral.
I see.
From Tunde Ednot posting, Bella Ninja, Yaba left online. Like, it has gone, for me to have a video that has 22 million views. I don't think any MC in Africa has that kind of video. So the last 10 weddings I have MC'd has gone viral. So at some point, like, the first one went viral, second one went viral, third one went viral. At some point I was like, oh, then I'm the viral MC. Like, it's way easier for people to connect with the name. Like, I think the name chose me. I did not choose the name.
The name chose you.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Your second question.
Content Genius. Genius, yeah.
For the Content Genius, I think after I did my first skit, my first ever skit that I did, when I released it, then my Facebook page was still growing. All my social media handles were still going. So I gave it to a blogger to post. A friend of mine, he's called Bygone, Lil Bygone or something. Okay. So he posted it on his page, and in like 1 month, the video had 10 million views. That was my first ever skit. The video, like, when I read comments in that video, like, I was blown away. Like, people were giving different meaning. Like, people were telling me how much they enjoyed it, the kind of lesson. I think the title is Pray Before You Chop, where I talk about...
Oh, yes, I watched it.
And all that. Yeah, so then when I saw the views, I was like, okay, it's because the blogger posted it. That's why I had 10 million views. So let me post it on my page. And I posted it on my page, and it has over 7 million views. So I'm like, okay, then it means the content itself is great. So it's not about who posted it. It's about the content.
Yeah, it's about the content.
after that, I did another skit. My second skit went viral on TikTok, where one of our celebrity actress in Ghana here, Jackie Appiah, she used one of the lines in it where I said
Wow.
I was talking to my students back then in school, and I told him that I actually was driving past and I saw him. I realized that he's not doing well. And I was like, those days in school when somebody wants to copy you, you'll be covering your book. Now, can you cover your poverty? That particular line was fire on TikTok. Everywhere, like everybody was. So if the first one went viral, second one went, I'm like, oh, I think I'm a content genius. Because sometimes there are certain contents I think about, I'm amazed by my own thinking. And I believe in the power of the tongue.
Yeah.
What you speak is what you attract. If you tell yourself that you are the best, you keep being the best. If only you work towards it. And
absolutely.
Calling myself content genius, it has been manifesting so far.
Interesting. Congratulations, man. Now, talk about going viral. In less than 1 month, your TikTok, grew from 300K to over 4.
No. In less than 2 months. No, in less than 2 months, it grew from 30K.
Okay.
To 410K.
Wow.
Yeah, from 30K. I was having 30,000 followers.
Less than 2 months.
Yes. From 30 to 410.
How did that happen?
For that
Number one.
For that
second, how does it make you feel? Or how did it make you feel?
Okay. How it happened, I think I'd have to call it grace, because I wouldn't say I'm the best at what I do, but I keep getting better at what I do. I keep bringing out the best version of myself at every point. So I think I just made myself unique. I made myself different from every other MC. I realized in Ghana, the MCing was kind of one way, music and speaking fluent English and knowing how to dance. So I was like, okay, aside that, we need something more fun. Then I decided to add wedding games to it. So I do this thing, blindfolding game, and so far it's been going like wildfire. And aside that, to my comedy skits too. So for my TikTok, I post both my weddings and my comedy skits. I have the last skit I posted has over 1.7 million views in less than 1 week.
Wow.
I think just 4 days, 1.7 million views. So I think it's grace, and it's I don't know, consistency and me just being strategic about how I go about things.
Interesting. Thank you very much for sharing that. And guys, if you are not following the Comedy Skit Awards, please do so. And also, if you're just here and you're not following official Okokobioko, please do so. I believe you already seen some of his content and you are enjoying them already. So so far, I've seen your content and I enjoy them and the lessons and all of that. But so far, which one would you say is your best skit?
Okay. For the best, okay, for me, because I know people have several different choices. But
absolutely.
For me, I think I have okay, the best is the Great Okoko, episode 1. I think this is where I acted as a native doctor.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I'm gonna check it out.
That is what I sent for the nomination. It also went viral. That video, like that skit, is crazy. Where the herbalist, a lady came to the herbalist, to a native doctor, seeking for a husband. And the native doctor told her that in 2 weeks she'll get married. Then 2 weeks later, she's doing her wedding. She's about to kiss her husband. The herbalist appeared at the church and said, so when it was time to get husband, I gave you husband.
Yeah.
Now you're getting married and you did not invite me to come and eat a wedding jollof. Then, oh, it was crazy. At some point, I was like, okay, the pastor, do bless the marriage, you do the reception at my shrine. That was another mind-blowing skit. Like, it was everywhere, especially in Nigeria.
Interesting. And you said earlier, when you were responding to one of my questions, that you write your own skits.
Yeah.
Is that solely, you don't have any writer for your content? You write every of your...
I only have listeners, people that I share my my content with. When I'm writing, when I have an idea, I have a friend. He's called David Kazim. He's currently in Nigeria now. We were formerly living together here in Ghana. We both attended the same school. I graduated, I think, 2 years before he graduated. But we've known each other all the way from Nigeria. I would call him my brother. Yeah. So because we're living together, any idea that just pops in my head, I'll tell him. So he helps with the building stage. He'll let me know, okay, I think it'll be way funnier if it ends like this. Yeah. So David Kazim. I also have another friend, a lady, she's called Etta Jumara. She was, when I started the shooting, she was in most of my skits. If you watch my first 5 skits, I featured her in them. She's currently in Nigeria now. She's a very, very good actress. So
interesting.
She's gone to Nigeria to settle down and find her niche over there. So David and Etta, those are the 2 people I speak to when I'm trying to work on the script.
Developing your content.
Yeah, but basically, I come up with the stories and I write the scripts myself.
Wow. So I left out script writing. So maybe one day you're gonna put on your profile genius script writer.
I think when I've started writing Netflix movies, then I'll
interesting. Talk about speaking it. Talk about speaking it. Talk about speaking.
I believe in that positivity and speaking into the world.
So about writing content, what are some of the things that shape your or influence your content? You know, so you sit down at the event or something you see, or what are some of the things that influence your content and lessons also you try to pass in your content?
Yeah. So for me, before I started doing comedy, I watched other comedians, other Instagram skit makers, Sydney Talker, Nasty Black, Bovi especially. I love Bovi so much. I've not met him personally, but the day I'll meet him, I'll be very, very excited. We've chatted on Instagram before. So many. The reason why I love him so much is because when I was growing, then I didn't have close to 2,000 followers on Instagram. Some years back, I sent him, I performed at a church. I did stand-up comedy at a church, and I sent him the video on Instagram, and I was like, I hope to be like you one day. I wasn't expecting him to reply me because I have messaged other celebs at that point. None of them replied. I was shocked to see him, to get a reply from him that aim to be better. That was what he told me. And that statement gave me a certain kind of push. For both to tell me to aim to be better. It was just there for me. So since then I've just really liked his kind of person. So for the influence, I think I wanted to be different. I wanted to do something different. That's why I always inculcated a lesson in all my skits. I don't just want you to come and laugh and go. I wanted you, whilst you're laughing, you should pick 1 or 2 things from it. Because I am building a brand and I want people to look back and say, this guy's skit taught me this, or this guy's skit influenced that. So basically, I get my stories from life experiences. Sometimes I just sit down and I might be taking my bath and an idea will just enter into my head. And I'll pick my phone, open my Evernote and type it there. I can just be walking on the road, an idea would hit me. Then I write it down. Then gradually I build it. I speak to my people about it, and we are good to go. Then we start shooting. So basically, my environment, life experiences, and out of the blue.
So thank you very much for sharing that. And if any, what's your best collaboration ever?
So far. Okay. Yeah. Best collaboration. I've had lots of great collaborations. I don't know if I can pinpoint one as the best, because everybody that I feature on my skits is amazing and has made the skit a hit. Because I remember one of my other skits that went viral, Marriage Proposal, where I brought a ring. I went on my knee. Okay, I think my girlfriend was celebrating her birthday, and I brought a frame, a picture frame of her. She said it was beautiful. Then I brought a ring to propose to her. Then immediately a car came in, a red, like, expensive classic car came in. Another guy came, and the car was the birthday gift he was presenting to the lady. You see, then he also went on his knee and he was like, "Would you marry me?" So there was a friction, yes, between the both of us. That skit too. You should go watch that skit. That was another. That skit I featured Etta Jumare and a Ghanaian blogger. He's called Kobiche.
Okay.
Kobiche News. It was so I featured lots of people. I featured Agidigba recently. I Am Lenzi. He was part of Exploit Comedy. He's so amazing. He's been doing skits way before I even started. So I don't think I can call any of my collaboration. I don't think I can pinpoint a one. I think every
one as the best one.
And also I featured Paramount News. It has always been a blast. Anytime I feature him, Para is a boss. Anytime I feature him, he kills the skits. So every of my collaboration has been good.
Awesome. And if you are to name 5 skit makers,
okay.
If you are to name 5 Nigerian skit makers,
okay,
as your favorite, which ones would you name?
Okay, I would always place Bovi as #1, even if he doesn't do so much of comedy skits now.
Yeah.
But if you watch Bovi's skit 5 years ago, you will still laugh.
True.
That's how good he is. So Bovi is my all-time #1 skit maker. Then now there's Brother Shaggi. Brother Shaggi is crazy. Like you see, Brother Shaggi is so good that he has been able to create several characters for himself, but he has still been able to maintain the brand Brother Shaggi. Like it's super. Like his skits are, and his consistency level. You can't count the amount of skits that guy has done.
Yeah.
His consistency level is massive. It is massive. So I love Brother Shaggi so much. After Brother Shaggi, Mr. Macaroni is also doing an amazing job.
Interesting.
Macaroni is super good. Then my number 3 okay, number 4 will be Mr. Funny.
Mr. Funny.
That Mr. Funny is Sabinus. Oga Sabinus. You too, Sabio.
Yeah.
That guy is crazy. Like when you listen to that guy, his normal self, he is funny. Like I've seen him do live videos. He has that Mr. Ibu kind of flair.
True.
He's super good. One of his skits that I would never forget is the one where somebody was eating. Someone kept some food, then he went to take the chicken and he started chewing it. Then the person told him that it is a Voda vulture that he's eating. Then he was like, why you not tell me now? So this early morning, now what your taste starts. Like that guy is good. He's so good. So he's my number 4. Then number 5, I think I need to add a female.
Yeah.
You know, the comedy guys in Nigeria, there are so many. They are all good. They are all my favorite.
Before you name your 5th favorite and talk about having a lot of comedy skit makers in Nigeria, we hold the view that Nigeria is the capital of comedy skit makers.
Fact.
So who is your 5th one?
So my 5th, I would give it to Taaooma.
I'll
give it to
Brilliant.
Taaooma is she can play 4 characters at the same time.
Imagine, and that must have been a lot of work.
That is a lot of work. So I respect
Comedy Skits Awards to recognize the hard work and the creativity.
Yes.
That must have been a lot of work. And sometimes she goes as far as 5 characters in one.
I tell you, in one skit. I tell you. So I think those are my 5 best. There are so many I can't number them, but these are the people I can mention. And not to forget my mentioning the guy that is behind all my skits, Malek's Praise. Like, I started with him and I am still with him. He is so amazing. Like, sometimes after shooting, you know that the skit will be good, but when he's done editing and you watch the skit, you'll be amazed. That guy's gifted. Like, how he would play, like, edit it for you. Oh God, he's too much. So anywhere, if he's watching or not, Malek's Praise, shout out to you.
So he puts the magic fingers on the creativity.
I tell you.
So out of these skit makers that you have mentioned, which one would you like to collaborate with in the nearest future?
I'd like to collaborate with everybody. Once you are willing to work with me, cool. I want to work with everybody. Both Instagram comedians, movie makers, everybody. I'm open to work with anybody at all.
And talk about movie makers. Have you done movies?
Not yet. The movie I did was way back. I don't even think they released it. So so I'm looking out. For me now, I am looking at building my brand to a certain level that if you are to feature me in your movie, we should be talking real money, like Brother Shaggi. Brother Shaggi is one of the highest paid when it comes to movie Nollywood now in Nigeria.
Wow.
So for me, it's all about brand building. Don't chase certain things for now. Make your brand so solid that people would have to chase you. That is a focus.
I can't wait for that to happen for you, my brother.
Happen very soon. Very soon.
Yeah. And so is this you coming from an IT background and then now in entertainment, emceeing, stand-up, creating skits and all of that? Is this what you do full time?
Yes, this is what I do full time. After school, my parents were like, so go do your service and get a job. I told them point blank that I'm not working for anybody. I did not even serve. I did not do all those things. It would just waste my time because I knew after my graduation, I went to MC a wedding. On the day of my graduation, I MC'd the wedding.
Wow.
So I always knew that from level 300 going, that this is what I would do. From the beginning, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because at some point
people didn't know you that much.
Yes. So we're doing free shows. The money wasn't coming. Then. But now my parents, they visited me recently and they've seen that I think I made the right decision.
Interesting. Congratulations, man.
In some few years' time to come, they would be glad that I made this decision, because it will be way bigger than this. It would be way, way, way bigger.
Interesting, interesting. So as we begin to bring the discussion to a close, I mean, 45 minutes is gone and it feels like, 45 seconds. Honestly, great conversation with you. So what are some of the things that your fans should look forward to?
Okay, when I started doing my comedy skits, I was not really serious with it. I could drop one now, then next month I drop another one. And I wouldn't say I wasn't serious. I feel it was because of the funds, because funding it wasn't easy at that point, especially with the whole COVID thing. You get, so
yeah.
I was just trying to manage the whole thing. But now I'm giving it to them back to back. So they should expect more content, more mind-blowing skits, and more trending content from me.
Interesting.
They've not seen anything yet.
Awesome. And are brands, coming up to work with you?
You said?
Brands like corporate organizations.
Yeah, they better start coming now, because there is a certain level I'll get to. I'll be too expensive for them.
Sorry. I just wanted to bring a caveat to that. Okay. They better start coming now before you charge them 50 billion kwasha.
I'm telling you, you're in the spirit.
50 billion kwasha.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so they better start coming now before I become too expensive for them to afford. Because the way I am going with my brand, I'm looking at hitting 1 million followers on TikTok before the end of this year.
It is done.
Yeah, that's the focus. And in Ghana currently, there are lots of good guys doing skits, but I think my content is different. So
no, I can attest to that.
Yeah, so they should come early, because with the way I'm going, my billing, make I no go beat them. They'll come run down the company. They won't be able to pay their staff because they are paying me.
No, thank you very much. Guys, if you have any questions for your favorite official Okokobioko, drop your questions now as we bring the conversation to an end. I must say that a few people have requested to join. Are you comfortable for me to bring one or two of them up?
Okay.
Are you comfortable with that?
Oh, sure, I am.
Okay, let's see who we can, if anyone is still here, who we can bring up. Let's see, official Victoria. Let's see if she's going to be able to join us. Let's see. Official Victoria, are you still there? Okay, looks like she's gone. Okay, no. Any one of you want to ask him? I don't want to ask official Okokobioko any questions before we bring the conversation to an end. And all right, in the absence of none, my brother, and I didn't mention your full name,
Okay.
So maybe
I was surprised when you called me by my name on WhatsApp. I was like, hey, like, how did you get to know that is my name?
Of course, you submitted your nomination, that's where I picked it. That's where I picked it from. So, if you don't know, his full name is Mr. Nana Bonso.
Yeah,
did I correct?
Nana Osei Bonso.
Bonso, no. Your favorite official Okokobioko. Thank you very much, and it has been an honor chatting to you.
Thank you.
And hopefully, by the time you get into the Kabilame's, followership, when you are reaching the hundred of millions of followers.
Now, let me say something. When a full country will be following me.
Yeah. What's the population of Ghana?
I don't know, but they are above 8 million. I'm looking at Togo, either Togo or Benin Republic.
You know, what I'm trying to say is that hopefully by the time you get to that point, we'll still be able to request, you know, this kind of conversation oblige. Any parting shots, any advice to the youth in Africa? What you know?
For the youth, I just think they should, first of all, discover your calling. Discover what you are good at. Work on it. Be consistent. Build a good brand. If you're releasing content, let it be quality content. Keep pushing. Learn every day. Acquire knowledge. Read books that would help you. Learn from other people that are ahead of you. And if you keep doing what you're doing best, the sky would not be able to contain you. You would be amazed how you would fly. And people share love. Always try to make one person at least in a day laugh.
Thank you very much. That's an absolute, or those are absolute relevant advice that you have given to the youth of Africa and the world at large. I wish you well. I wish you the best, and it can only get better and better and better from this point going forward. Regards to your family, and we'll keep in touch. Take care and God bless.
Thank you too. Bye bye.
Take care. Take care. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us.